Okay, time to move on. Two of the 10 exits. I'm gonna change character. I use Taka for this one. Alright, after crossing the Turbin River and heading east, you came upon a small village. Judging from the fishing nets hanging dry in the sun, this was a fisherman's village. Gee, fishing nets! That is not a dead giveaway. A commotion in the village square piqued your interest, so you headed over to take a look. There you found the young people of the village engaged in a test of strength. They fought one-on-one on a wooden scalpel. Champion eventually emerged, but just when you thought the hubbub would subside, the crowd's excitement grew. Looked around to find the source of the commotion, only to realize that you were the cause. The villagers had learned that you were from Regulus. They pushed you up onto the scalpel without giving you a chance to speak. You found yourself facing the young champion. You didn't notice that you were down on the ground, but up on the scaffold. The wind was strong. It threatened to blow you off the platform at any given moment.
Versus Young Sung.
Stay down!
The fighters face...
I'm through with words.
Quit now! If you want to live!
Final battle. Fight!
Goodbye. Woo! Alright, the first dungeon. I'll use Nightmare for the first dungeon. Man, I ended with Nightmare last time. I'll use my best character. Having defeated the hero of the village, you expected to be torn apart from the crowd, but instead, they seemed genuinely impressed. Even the young man you defeated praised your Regulus training fighting style. You quickly made friends with the straightforward, honest villagers, but it seemed they had a problem. The mine upstream was poisoning the water and killing the fish. They were planning to send people to speak with the miners, but the miners were a violent group, and the river people had no choice but to prepare for the possibility of a fight. Having come to like these people, you soon found yourself agreeing to help them. As expected, the negotiations didn't go well. The miners immobilized the villagers with poison and forced them out of the mine. Due to the poison, however, they couldn't even make it back to their village. Fortunately, it seems you had not drunk very much poison. You infiltrate inside the mine. You need to get the antidote to save villagers, even if you have to take it by force. Alright, let's go. Pretty much, your health constantly increases.
Watched over.
It's time to...
Final battle. Fight!
Wait, no. No. Get on the ground. It's my destiny. Be careful how much damage you take, because depending on how much damage you take, will mean how much you get back, or how far from full you'll be. Oh, look, it's massive.
Desires a sword.
I like that.
So, you want me to knock you out? Final battle. Fight!
Damn it. No. Ha
You're revolting.
Yeehaw, bitch. And this is the end. That means you're at the boss of the dungeon. Thanks.
Versus Yoshimitsu.
This is the end.
Fate conspired to arrange their battle.
Give up already.
Wait, this is on. Does that say Zangetsu? Ichigo! Why? You don't need those. Bronze neophyte. And I leveled up too. I don't care. I don't like Yoshimitsu. Next area! Yay! Next area. It's all like an area. It's like next. And stuffs. Restless, until whatever. Their boss defeated in front of their eyes. The buyers looked as though they would attack at any moment. But Shera stepped forward and silenced them. You idiots! Just how much more do you plan to embarrass me today? Even though I just got my ass handed to me. He promised to provide an antidote to the fisherman, and agreed to discuss the situation. Your mission to meditate their dispute was a complete success. The rest was up to them. It seems Sherrod took quite a liking to you, even as you hurried to leave. He practically dragged you back and insisted that you and the people of the fisherman's village joined with him in a feast. It was Yoshimitsu dragging a girl back. That's a shocker. Next morning, you bid farewell to everyone and headed out east through the opposite side of the mine. After traveling for some time, you eventually caught sight of Benenashu, whatever, in the distance, and could feel the change in the atmosphere. The performers and travelers on the road increased in numbers, and you could hear the voices of peddlers around and the noise of the crowd. It was clear that Benny was a thriving, bustling city. Let's get in. The carnival. You cannot hold your footing at the edge of the stage. Defeat the enemy with the ring out. You've been surrounded by crowds ever since entering the ballet. Listening to conversations around you, learned that today was the day of the carnival. You decided that it would be best to just relax and enjoy the festivities. After a little while, you heard excited shouts from up ahead. Stopping to take a look, you saw a lone puppeteer crying out in frustration. The crowd of people had gathered to watch the out-of-control mechanical puppets. With the huge crowd in the way, you couldn't even pass through the area. Seeing no other choice, you stepped forward and put an end to the rampage of puppets. The noise of the crowd increased as people began to place bets. Wait, please, those are custom-made puppets. I ordered all the way from Shea. Please don't wreck them. The puppeteer pleaded with you desperately. You sighed and thought up a plan. It looked like the fastest method would be to knock them out with the ring out.
Versus Charade.
Charade. Charade is fun.
Now, final battle.
He is the random of random.
I got you.
level up. And then, because it looks like I was about to go over if I didn't pay attention to that.